This next team we are rebuilding is, we'll remember one of the last rebuilds we did. We did more of a be less Bulldog rebuild with GWS, and now we are going to be more Bulldog with the Western Bulldogs, aka the other side of the Tom Boyd Ryan Griffin trade from 2014. As we all remember, it's been 10 years since the Western Bulldogs won that last premiership. And that was in 2016. Do a deal with the Gold Coast Suns. We'll send away pick 33 plus Jamar Ugle-Hagan. Also, we can bring Connor Budrick. And some later picks to the kennel. So we now got Connor Budrick at the Scray. Just checking to see how many which Bulldogs had basically left. Next team we're training with is Port Adelaide. Of course. We'll send Lockie McNeil to Alberton in return for, well, probably a few picks. Down with that, it's pretty much our first off season done. As we haven't had too many trades happening with the Dogs. Hang on, there's an offer proposed, and that's for Ryan Gardner. And sorry, Hawthorn, we declined the deal. We're not going to lose any more tolls. Now we move on to the draft. Who we'll get with our first pick. We all remember in real life we drafted Lachlan Carmichael. Originally from the Swads. Some remembered Sydney didn't even match the offer. We'll also get Louis Emmett. And we'll also get another Darcy under the father-son role, Will Darcy. The brother of Sam Darcy, son of Luke and grandson of David. The second member of this third generation of Scrays. We'll give Carmichael the number 2 jersey, Budrick to wear 19. We'll give Darcy the 15 Guernsey. Emmett will wear 25, Darcy 15. We'll give Zach Gardner number 30. Upgrade his number to 30. Selwood gets a number upgrade to 37. And Walker to wear 41. Now we move on to 2026. Could this be the year of the Scray? Oh dear, it's looking shocking. I think we go backwards. Before we even gone forwards, I think we just went backwards. Now we got the mid-season rookie draft to focus on. Key defender. For our key defender choice, we'll go over Ari Schoenmaker. We need someone pretty good. We need. So we also drafted Luca Muratore. We'll give Schoenmaker the 43 Guernsey and Muratore to wear 39. Let's see if this could translate to wins for the Western Bulldogs. Win, loss, win, win. Another win over Melbourne, beat the Eagles. We just snuck it up. We just snuck into the top 8. After we had such a bad start. Elimination final reversing North Melbourne. Look at that, Tim English is back. It's not enough. The Kangaroos will win their final. Let's look at the contract situation. So Sanders is re-signed. We need Fraser to... Fraser should re-sign. Yes, he does. Ari Schoenmaker re-signs, the former Saints player. Muratore's also re-signed for the Dogs. Another Scray son has re-signed, Jordan Croft. His dad, Matthew, used to play for the Bulldogs all those years ago. Give Riley West a 9-year contract. That means he'll be a Western Bulldog for life. Just like his dad, Scott West, was. All those years ago. Time to finally promote Lockie Bramble to the senior list. And that is done. Well, a couple of likes of Jackson Gallagher have refused to re-sign. We're going to have to get rid of some of our low morale players. If they don't want to be part of the Western Bulldog, one of our projects, well, they might either get delisted or I might trade them. Yeah, Buku Karmas, he doesn't even want to be there for the Dogs. As he did request to trade to Carlton last season. He kind of did let us down a little bit. Kennedy, Jake Smith, and Walker have all been delisted. Let me know in the comments section to see which area do you reckon the Western Bulldogs will probably need improving on to become premiership contenders. Could be the midfield. Could be the midfield. They may need to improve. Von. As this Bulldogs team's got the potential to win a premiership. Jordan Butts will be playing for the Bulldogs on $625K a year. Look at that, the trade period is officially open. Let's do a trade with Port Adelaide. We'll give them James Harms. He's pretty much only on the wrong side of 30. Riley Garcia. Although Port have been after him for a while. Buku Karmas. And Luke Cleary. We'll send those two packets. We'll send these five packets out to Port Adelaide. In return for Zach Butters. As he could become the Barney Smith replacement we'll need in the midfield. And Miles Bergman. Well, we've already got him in free agency. Well, we're about to get him in the free agent market. That is a trade That's a trade and a half accepted for the Western Bulldogs. Do we get some more midfield depth here at the Western Bulldogs? We'll probably send Oscar Baker, Arthur Jones, and I think Harvey Gallagher and pick 12 to the Suns. I think we got Matty Rowell at free agent. We got Matty Rowell as an unrestricted free agent. He has a restricted free agent. Noah Anderson also is a restricted free agent. How about Ben King? I reckon probably for Mac Andrew to come in the trade period. And that's what you call another great trade for the Western Bulldogs. Since we don't have a backup ruckman, we need a really good backup ruckman, but just in case if Ted English goes down injured. We'll give the Dogs a future second. For Western Bulldogs fans out there, do you remember Jordan Sweet? He's doing well for Port. We have just brought him back to the Dogs. We've been Brady from Port Adelaide this off-season. And the Gold Coast Suns. Let's go and have a talk to Collingwood. Well, you remembered in 2021, Patrick Lepetsky. He was one of our important linkmen. But Collingwood basically stole him. And he was a boyhood Dogs fan growing up. No more time for messing around. I think we're pretty much here for revenge. We are pretty much here for payback. But no time to mess around. We'll give Collingwood Michael Selwood and a future first and a future second. Since Collingwood want to take Patrick Lipinski off of us, you know what? Let's take their golden boy, Nick Dacos. Well, that's what happens when Collingwood stole our golden boy, so we took theirs. Nick Dacos, welcome to the Western Bulldogs. Wow, we're not messing around. We only just gave him Michael Selwood. Now we move on to the draft. And so the Dogs will use pick 35 to draft Roman Vince. And that was our only pick in the draft. Because we had a busy off-season in the trade market. Now we got pick 11. So we decided to bring back Lockie Jakes. to the Western Bulldogs. We'll probably move O'Donnell to 22, Darcy to get a 24. We'll give Butters number 13, Bergman to wear 12. We'll give Ben King number... We'll bring 41 back to Jordan Sweet. Dacos to wear 35. McAndrew to wear 32. Butts 36. Vince 37. This could be a premiership year for the Dogs. We have pretty much assembled a very good team. Free. Look at that. 5-0. It's our best start since 2021. Look at that first few rounds. First 7-odd rounds. We've been off to our best start since 2008. That Western Bulldogs team That Western Bulldogs team should have won a premiership in one of these years. I mean, we had the potential. And so we rescued Matthias Philippou from the Saints. Well, look at that. The Western Bulldogs, they've decided to take Matthias Philippou in the mid-year draft. Remember his dad used to play for the Western Bulldogs in 1995. Sam Philippou. Well, he didn't really last long for the Dogs. I remember he left after the 1995 season to go back to Adelaide. In the same year, we also lost Kid Costa to Adelaide, and that was the Crows. Well, Philippou went back to the SANFL to play for Woodville West Torrens. At the end of the season, the Western Bulldogs finished second with a 17-6 record. Our first top four finish since 2010. The Western Bulldogs are no longer scared of finishing top four with this new look side. Sucks we don't have any of our key defenders in. So we might roll the dice here and play Aaron Norton in defence. Remember, he did start off his career as a defender. We'll play Darcy and Croft at the forward line for the Dogs. We put Sanders in. Our team looks perfectly settled. First final at Marvel since 2011, and it did not disappoint. The Western Bulldogs are about to make got a home preliminary final. And who's going to be the opposition, I wonder? Well, it's the Adelaide Crows. It's the rematch of the 1997 and 98 preliminary finals. Remember the last time the two sides versed each other in those prelims? The Adelaide Crows have beat them twice. in a row. They won that final in 97 by a kick. 98, they won by like over nearly about 11 goals. 97 one was really good. Well, revenge is sweet. The Western Bulldogs are off to the grand final. And would you look at that? The same team we won our last premiership against. The Sydney Swans. Well, it's 2016 all over again. This time, that 2016, if any Western Bulldogs fans are watching this video, do you have good memories about 2016? What a grand final that was. That year, the Western Bulldogs won the premiership out of nowhere. They won that first final against the West Coast Eagles in Perth. Second semi, they got the job done over Hawthorn. Prelim final, they got the job done over GWS. Grand final day, they beat the Swannies. What a year that was. Considering how good Croft was in this final series, but sadly we'll have to drop him. I'll have to put him on the bench so we can play Liberatore. Anyways, it was a phone call. We got to go 2.5-minute quarters for this grand final, as we are going to be dealing with the Swans, just like we did in 2016. The last time the Western Bulldogs won the premiership before 2016, it was 1954. So, we're about to win could we win our third premiership? And bring the premiership back to the Scray. It could emulate that three-peat from 1898 through to 1900 in the VFA.
Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Saturday afternoon football. It's great to have you with us at the MCG. The grand final is here at last. This should be a classic between Sydney and the Dogs. This is the day when dreams come true, when hearts are broken, when reputations are enhanced or diminished. For some, it will be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The players are ready to charge onto the ground. Daniel Harford joins me. Who's your pick today, Harf?
Pleasure to be here, Hutto.
All the preparation is done, and there's nothing left but to get the show underway and find out just who is the best side in the competition. Listen to the roar. It's an atmosphere like no other. The two big men do battle. Almost couldn't help but fall on his back there. Scott, he's generally a good kick. King, he's taken a beauty. That's skillful. English has marked in front of goal. He will surely make this count.
Straight in front, should not miss.
Touch and go. It's go.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Dogs have wasted no time getting on the scoreboard. English wins it. Butters gets his hands on it early. Good for the confidence. Blasts away. Darcy gets to the front spot and can line them up.
This is what he gets paid to do, kick these goals.
He's very comfortable with these, and that's why.
This is exactly what they would have hoped for early in the match. Scoreboard pressure.
The Dogs with the past 2 goals. The big men fly. Mills swoops. He's caught. They're tackling with venom today. English punches it out of the ruck. Bontempelli. Dacos. They're playing for keeps. Gary Lyon is down on the boundary. Gaz, what have you got for us?
The Swans need to start moving the ball a bit more smartly. They've made a few questionable decisions already.
Butters. Darcy has it within range.
To say there are some alarm bells ringing is an understatement. They're not working hard enough.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
The Dogs are going from strength to strength. They've got all the answers at the minute.
So the underdogs throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. English wins it out of the centre. Butters. Bontempelli, a model of consistency. Mitchell reads the ball so well. Bontempelli drives it inside the forward 50. Tunstall picks off the pass. Searching kick. They must tidy up their kicking. Philippou not wanting to bomb to a contest. Dacos has worked hard to present.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
Needs it to bend back, but it's not going to.
They'll need to clamp down on him. He'll torch him if they keep giving him that sort of space.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Malikan with a chance to run. Mitchell on a lead. And they're away. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Sheldrick, clever kick. Dersma, dangerous to leave on his own. Can he be the fire starter? The Dogs have all the answers. Lowers the eyes. Sees an opportunity and plays on. Philippou, well played. Tidy ball. It's amounted to nothing. Grundy throws it on the boot. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. The Dogs with the early advantage. They're up and about, but the challenge will come. What's happening down there, Gary?
The Swans have been forced into some changes already because they really didn't look like scoring in that term. They need better method in their ball movement, and they need to work harder as well. I feel like they could start hitting the scoreboard if that pressure on them drops off a little bit, but they haven't coped with it at all well so far.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Grundy slaps it out. They've got good chemistry, those two. Row bottom. Centre square. Loose ball. Goulden. Leidler for a flying start to the term. It's online. He's drilled it.
A real opportunist goal there. He doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Swans snare a badly needed goal. English wins it out of the centre. Scott, he's everywhere at the moment. The Sharon hits the deck. Goulden in the centre square. Grundy kicks to space. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? He's had little impact so far. King got to the right position and hung on.
His goal was so far, but this would be a great way to get on the score sheet.
He's right on his distance. It'll be a close thing. Happy to concede it behind.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Malikan has found some space. Mitchell with a chance to relieve the pressure. The Swans should be able to clear now. Can he hit a target? Grundy in the centre square. Sheldrick. Butts with the big fist. Dersma leans back and drills it.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
The Dogs by 8. The two big men do battle. Rao. Bouncing ball. Dacos. Caught. Dropped it like a hot potato. That's not one of the acceptable methods of disposal.
I don't know about that. I think the meter was charged.
Heaney has got loose. He's been quiet. Warner is the man on the spot and he's marked.
Goals have been tough to come by. Got to make the most of your opportunities.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
That's a great reward for work ethic. He deserved that goal.
This is a pulsating grand final. Hope you're loving it at home. Sweet has had his measure today. Rao, Liberatore. It's a tough game. Gets his kick despite the heat. Sheldrick, Waitman, desperate to win it back. Liberatore just shoveled it out. They're going hammer and tong. Going for territory. Defence 101 there. Malikan. I felt that one from here. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. Rucks go at it. West on the same page as his ruck. Throws it on the boot, and that's a goal.
That's why they want the ball in his hands.
The Dogs are taking it right up to their more fancied opponents. Punch clear. Sheldrick, can he get it out? That'll be play on. He's run into trouble. It hasn't been a great spectacle, but at least it's close. Sweet got his palm to it. Some people can't kick that far. Buslinger, good tackle. He's besieged. We've got another stoppage. Grundy with the tap. Sheldrick, can he find a teammate? They've put themselves under pressure. He looked to have been taken high and the umpire thought so too.
He's 1 from 1 so far.
Not a great kick. The Swans got off to a poor start, but they've pulled it back admirably and will believe they can go on and win. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
At the moment, this feels like the less talented side is trying to constrain the more talented side by closing down space and making this a heavily contested game. Only thing is, I'm not sure which is the less talented side at the moment. They've both made some terrible blues, but we'll put it down to pressure, of which there's been no shortage.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Big clearance to win here. Kennedy squeezes the kick. The Swans on the ball now. That's well played. The defence is disorganised. The Dogs have been caught napping.
He'd kick this more often than not.
Hasn't got hold of that one. It'll be a behind.
Missed one he should have got and let him off the hook.
Scott with the footy. Fraser working hard and being rewarded. Rao all on his own. Careful ball movement. The Dogs are out of trouble. The kick is precise. Spearing pass. West, that's skillful. What's he got on offer? Punched away. Liberatore sets sail for home, and he has delivered.
There was no secret they needed to quell his influence, but they haven't been able to do it. He's had his way with them.
It's a handy buffer they've established. Good ruck work. Sheldrick. Some indirect ball movement here. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Sanders, probably too far out to score. Darcy drops into the hole and marks.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
Struck it well. No problems there.
The big forward is threatening to blow this game apart.
The Swans really need to respond now. Grundy wins the hit out. It's a hot footy. Goes laterally. In no man's land. Warner, terrific tackle. The crowd cries ball, and they get their wish.
Great pressure there and gets the reward.
English, that's good work rate. They're playing with purpose and poise. West has it within range.
The Dogs have certainly looked a better side. They'll be hard to catch.
Critical contest coming up. One behind only.
It's nice to back yourself, but you've still got to play the percentages and put the team first.
He's off. They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. Good work rate. Quality delivery by foot. Tidy ball. They're moving the footy well here. Heaney misses the target, and it's out of play.
The Dogs are getting the ball inside 50 more. It's no wonder they're winning the match comfortably.
It's been a great duel between the two big men. Bontempelli, he'll feel that one. Ball, cries the crowd, and the umpire agrees.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
Florence works hard to present. Good-looking kick. They've opened them up here. What's he got on offer? That's a useful ball. Heaney picking their way through. Well played.
Could look to use the non-preferred here.
He's kicking at his second, but he'll have to settle for one, at least for now. 3 quarters in, and this one's still up for grabs. Huge last quarter coming up. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
The Swans will be disappointed that they're losing both the clearances and contested ball. They're going to have to do a lot right to win the match from here, starting with a big lift from their inside midfielders.
Thanks, Gary. As we get going again, time to turn on the Jets. King on a lead. Crosses the paint. Sanders. Strong grab. Golden opportunity here.
This would just about snuff them out if he's successful.
He hasn't kicked a goal today, and he still hasn't.
That was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Good thinking and good execution too. His field kicking is normally first rate. They could almost have raffled it. Clever kick. Leidler. Grundy. He's got support. Warner. Neat little worm burner. Wicks. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Bowman read it well and intercepted it on centre wing. Foot race on. Who can get there first? Frazier. This is good ball movement. Darcy. The Swans are chasing tail. It wasn't the best kick, and we'll have a throw in.
What are your thoughts, Gary?
The Dogs look more dangerous going forward, and I think they're working a bit harder as well.
Grundy palms it down. Manages to get off a handball. Bowman, Magor, and they're out of trouble. Sanders wins it back. Great mark.
They'll have to give it a ride to get it home from there.
A chance to extend the margin, but alas, he has hit the post.
The goal there would have almost shut the gate.